Aluminum wire connections require careful attention to prevent oxidation, which can lead to increased resistance, overheating, and even fire hazards. While the 2005 National Electrical Code, or NEC, does not explicitly mandate the use of antioxidant joint compound on aluminum conductors, it's a widely accepted and recommended practice. The purpose of antioxidant compound is to prevent the formation of aluminum oxide, a non-conductive layer that forms when aluminum is exposed to air. This oxidation increases the resistance at the connection point. When making connections with aluminum wire, it's essential to use connectors and equipment that are specifically listed and labeled for use with aluminum conductors. These connectors are typically made of aluminum alloy and are designed to maintain a secure and reliable connection. They often have pressure plates or other features that help to compensate for the expansion and contraction of aluminum due to temperature changes. The NEC addresses the proper methods for making connections and terminations in general, but it does not delve into the specifics of every material or application. For example, NEC Section 110.14 covers tightening torques and stipulates that connections must be torqued to manufacturer's specifications, which may implicitly require the use of antioxidant compound if specified by the connector manufacturer. Also, NEC Section 110.3b states that listed or labeled equipment must be installed and used in accordance with any instructions included in the listing or labeling. Therefore, if a connector is listed for use with antioxidant compound, it must be used in accordance with the listing. The process of making a proper connection with aluminum wire involves several steps. Firstly, the insulation should be carefully stripped from the wire without nicking or damaging the conductor. Secondly, apply a thin, even layer of antioxidant joint compound to the exposed aluminum conductor. Thirdly, insert the wire into the connector and tighten the connector to the manufacturer's specified torque using a calibrated torque wrench. This ensures that the connection is tight enough to provide good electrical contact, but not so tight that it damages the wire or connector. Fourthly, after tightening the connection, it's important to inspect it to ensure that the wire is properly seated in the connector and that there are no loose strands or frayed edges. Fifthly, if the connection is made in a damp or corrosive environment, it may be necessary to apply a sealant or protective coating to the connection to prevent corrosion. The type of antioxidant compound used is also important. There are many different types of compounds available, and some are specifically formulated for use with aluminum conductors. These compounds typically contain zinc particles or other additives that help to prevent oxidation and improve conductivity. It's important to choose a compound that is compatible with the type of connector being used and that is suitable for the environmental conditions. Some antioxidant compounds are also conductive, which can further improve the performance of the connection. These compounds typically contain metallic particles that fill in any voids or gaps in the connection, creating a more continuous conductive path. When working with aluminum wire, it's also important to be aware of its unique properties. Aluminum has a higher coefficient of thermal expansion than copper, which means that it expands and contracts more with changes in temperature. This can cause connections to loosen over time, especially if they are not properly torqued. To address this issue, many aluminum connectors are designed with pressure plates or other features that help to compensate for the expansion and contraction of the aluminum. Aluminum is also more susceptible to corrosion than copper, especially in damp or corrosive environments. To prevent corrosion, it's important to use connectors that are specifically designed for use with aluminum and to apply a sealant or protective coating to the connection. In addition to using the proper connectors and antioxidant compound, it's also important to follow all applicable codes and standards when working with aluminum wire. The NEC provides detailed requirements for the installation and termination of electrical conductors, including aluminum wire. These requirements cover topics such as wire sizing, ampacity, overcurrent protection, and grounding. Also, the National Electrical Installation Standards, or NECs, published by the National Electrical Contractors Association, or NEC, provides guidelines for the proper installation and maintenance of electrical systems, including aluminum wire connections. These standards cover topics such as torquing, inspection, and testing. It's important to note that the use of antioxidant compound is not a substitute for proper installation practices. Even with the use of antioxidant compound, it's still essential to follow all applicable codes and standards and to use connectors that are specifically listed and labeled for use with aluminum conductors. Improper installation practices can lead to loose connections, overheating, and even fire hazards, regardless of whether antioxidant compound is used. In addition to preventing oxidation, antioxidant compound can also help to improve the conductivity of the connection. This is because the compound fills in any voids or gaps in the connection, creating a more continuous conductive path. This can be especially beneficial for connections that are subject to vibration or mechanical stress, as the compound can help to maintain a good electrical contact even under these conditions. There are many different types of antioxidant compounds available, and some are specifically formulated for use with different types of metals. For example, some compounds are designed for use with aluminum, while others are designed for use with copper or steel. It's important to choose a compound that is compatible with the type of metal being used and that is suitable for the environmental conditions. Some antioxidant compounds are also conductive, which can further improve the performance of the connection. These compounds typically contain metallic particles that fill in any voids or gaps in the connection, creating a more continuous conductive path. When applying antioxidant compound, it's important to use the correct amount. Too much compound can create a mess and can even interfere with the connection, while too little compound may not provide adequate protection against oxidation. A thin, even layer of compound is usually sufficient. The compound should be applied to all surfaces of the conductor that will be in contact with the connector. After applying the compound, it's important to clean up any excess compound to prevent it from attracting dirt or debris. This can be done with a clean rag or paper towel. In addition to using antioxidant compound, there are other steps that can be taken to prevent oxidation of aluminum wire connections. For example, the connections can be coated with a sealant or protective coating to prevent moisture and air from coming into contact with the metal. This is especially important in damp or corrosive environments. The connections can also be inspected regularly to ensure that they are tight and free from corrosion. If any signs of corrosion are detected, the connection should be cleaned and retorqued. In some cases, it may be necessary to replace the connectors entirely. Another important factor in preventing oxidation of aluminum wire connections is to use the correct type of wire. There are different types of aluminum wire available, and some are more resistant to oxidation than others. For example, alloy aluminum wire is more resistant to oxidation than pure aluminum wire. When selecting aluminum wire for a particular application, it's important to consider the environmental conditions and the potential for oxidation. In addition to the NEC and NEs, there are other codes and standards that may apply to the installation and termination of aluminum wire. For example, the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, publishes a number of codes and standards that address electrical safety, including NFPA 70E, Standard for Electrical Safety in the Workplace. This standard provides requirements for protecting workers from electrical hazards, including those associated with aluminum wire connections. It's important to be familiar with all applicable codes and standards when working with aluminum wire. The absence of explicit mention in the 2005 NEC does not negate the importance of the practice. The NEC provides a framework, but specific product instructions and accepted industry practices should always be followed. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions for the specific connectors and antioxidant compound being used, as these instructions may provide additional guidance on proper installation and torquing procedures. Also, remember that local codes and regulations may have additional requirements for aluminum wire connections, so it's important to check with the local electrical inspector to ensure compliance. In summary, while the 2005 NEC may not explicitly detail the use of antioxidant compound on aluminum wire, the practice is vital for preventing oxidation and ensuring reliable connections. Adhering to manufacturer's instructions, utilizing appropriate connectors, and following industry best practices are crucial for safe and effective aluminum wire terminations.